Hello, welcome to the intro. I'm just warning you, this video contains spoilers of the ending of Portal 2. So, if you do have Portal 2, if you've beaten Portal 2 and you want to watch this video, go on. If you have not beaten Portal 2 and you don't want to spoil the ending for yourself, then turn off the video now. If you haven't beaten Portal 2 and you don't give a crap about the ending of Portal 2 and you just want to stubbornly watch this video, that's your choice. You go right ahead. Because I'm just making this so I'm not held responsible when you spoil the ending for yourself. The reason I'm pausing between my words is to give you some time to think about it. So, I'm going to count to the number 10, no, 15, and that's when the intro will end. So, you make your choice now. Are you gonna leave the video and not spoil it for yourself, or are you just gonna watch the video? Do not post anything in the comments about that you spoiled the ending for you, because that's your problem. I made this intro, and if you skipped over it, it is your own fault. Now, I'm gonna count to 15. And when I'm done, this recording clip will end and it will go to the actual video. Actually, I counted 20 because I got distracted by that boar. Yes, I'm playing with a mod. Calm down. It's Evil Minecraft. Just look it up. But you're still around. I guess you're watching the video. Don't hold me responsible if you spoiled the end of the game for yourself. Enjoy. And I promise the clip will not be this laggy. It's just because the mod is not optimized at all, and I forgot to change my jar files, and so, blah blah blah. Go. Okay, welcome to Portal 2. Sorry to readjust my mic. I know that was a bad choice to do after I started recording. We're going to be discussing some things that Valve got wrong. Yes, I'm using Windows Media Player. Get over it. I could not. My game will lag. My excuse is my game will lag. And that's pretty much all I could use. I could not get any other option, and I wanted to make this video to end because, I want to cover some things. I did not do this math. I didn't do this math. Or anything. I found this on the internet of super fans of the Half-Life universe, because Portal 2 and Portal 1 take place in the Half-Life universe. And, yeah. So, let's just continue on with the video, huh? Wheatley goes on his spiel, there's no audio, because I didn't feel the need to. Okay, now, look at this. Okay. Notice how long it took for that portal to reach the surface of the moon. That would mean that this is normally how long it takes for those lasers to hit the mirrors that the Apollo missions were left upon at the end of the Apollo missions, so they could shoot a laser up there and find out how far the moon is from the Earth. And they do this yearly, and it shows that the moon is moving farther away, but that's not important. That would mean that the portal gun shoots mass zero particles, and these travel at the speed of light. And if it shoots mass zero particles, that would mean that it would not violate the principle of velocity. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I just found this on that website. Or it shoots highly relativial massive particles, which travel at the speed of light. I know I pronounced that word that would mean it would not break the standard model of particle physics. So, uh, yeah. Let's continue on with the clip. Now that I've discussed that, and I want you to remember where that ping is, because I'm going to discuss that. And stuff gets stuck through, we get stuck through, space. Okay, first off, I want to discuss that Earth. That Earth. Since Shell shot at the middle of the moon, she would not have she would not be able to see the Earth on the horizon. She would have to shoot around the edges of the moon to look up and see it. Since she shot here, she would have actually had to look 60 degrees up, so she would basically not be able to see the Earth like this. So, and another thing, I will be going over about these Apollo instruments, why this is an Apollo aperture landing site. This is because, as you can see, this is here. That lander, the descent stage, with the legs, the looking spider thingy, and the lunar rover. This is not an Apollo landing site. Either this is a goof on Valve's part, or they're hinting at something. This would explain how Aperture went to the moon. And I should not be covering this because I covered this in the next clip, which I'll be showing you, which I filmed in Google Earth, which allows you to map out the moon. So I will cut to that clip now. But I gotta play the video to actually be able to cut the clip, so welcome to Google Moon, like I told you it was. As you can see, here's Apollo 17. This is approximately where Shell shot in Portal 2. If we were to say zoom in, see, like, look, there's 17. There's Apollo 17. It's the landing site. And then here's practically, it just seems like she's hit right here for me at Little East. Oh my god, I gotta remember to use this slider. Every time I use Google Earth, I just forget that there's a slider there, and I'm wasting like 10 hours, you know. Yeah, it kind of seems like it. Maybe if there was a crater, but I don't think they were using actually geological thing when they made Portal 2. First off, I want you to ask, do you see any Apollo equipment anywhere if I can get back to the ground level? Oh my god. Down. Down. Okay. Do you see any as I swervel? I see that bump over there. That's probably like the most interesting thing in this landing area. Do you see any? Do you see any? No? Okay. That would lead you to suspect that that is the Apollo landing site. I mean, not an aperture landing site. If I hold down this button, I should zoom out. There we go. And as I said before, I want to get this across. That's not 17. That's not 17. That's not 17. There's 17. The distance, I think, is practically 275 miles away. Either way, there are people who have done the math, and you will not find it. You will not see a 17 from there, meaning that that was an aperture-owned vessel. That would explain how they got the moon rocks, and how Cave Johnson died from moon dust being pure poison. It's not actually poisonous, as it's more, you know, when you look at a grain of sand and it looks spherical, that's practically because it is. It's smoothed out and it's not jagged. Since the moon has no atmosphere, its dust has not been weathered and it is still jagged. It's basically like tiny little rocks that are jagged. And I just completely described one. And it gets in your lungs and it makes cuts in your lungs, so it kills you. And yeah, yeah, anyway, 17, you know, you can't see it. So, practically, you know, it's the moon. Ping, and then 17's pretty much right there. The point is, I'm just taking too long on this clip. Back to
Okay.
Portal 2. I hope you all enjoyed that clip. Ah, okay. Yeah, you're still connected. Yeah. Okay. Now notice that when GLaDOS hits him, he gets knocked away. And if you notice in the ending cutscene how after the credits, it shows Wheatley floating around. This is untrue. This is a goof on Valve's part. The escape velocity of the moon is 1.4 kilometers per second. Yeah. So, that would equal the speed an artillery shell leaves the barrel. And GLaDOS could not have hit him that hard. Because if he did, then yes, he would be floating around. And GLaDOS could not have hit him that hard. Because at that short of a range anyway, you'd have, like, that arm would have to get some speed back, and that's obviously not it. You would barely be able to see that arm. And another thing is, Wheatley would just kind of hit the moon after a few minutes, and the Space Corps would too, because the air is not moving at that speed either. Because you're probably thinking, oh, well, if it's not the arm, it's just the air that's coming out. That's not it either. If it was, then that would make it so Chell would not be able to hang on, because the speed of that would mean it would be as difficult to hang on as it would be to hang on to the tail of a jet moving at 3 times the speed of sound, meaning that she would not have been able to hang on, meaning this is the Valve goof, and yeah, it's a Valve goof. We would hit the moon eventually. Another thing I want to discuss is that there's an SSTV image. It's an image that's broadcast through radio, like through sound, you know, like that weird thing they had in Portal 1 with the wee 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 wee. Well, in one of the Ratman dens, you find a radio and you make that signal in Portal 2, and it displays an image of a companion cube on the moon. And I will link you to a video that shows that picture, because I have no way of showing it, and I'm not about to go downloading one of those programs. But the point is, it just shows that picture. It's very strange. Either this is foreshadowing the end of the game, like how we lose a friend on the moon, to outer space, because the companion cube was a friend in the first game, and then you have Wheatley and stuff, and or this means the moon has much more role to play than just the ending cutscene. Maybe Half-Life Episode 3? Maybe. That'd be interesting. It's like, Cork, he goes, yeah, that'd be funny. That would be freaking funny. So, yeah. Meaning a lot of things. So, that's the end of the video. Actually, one thing I want to show again. Too far. I mean, too early. Okay, here we go. The moon. The Earth. You can see how it looks like the Earth that we see today. But, because since Portal 2 takes place in the Half-Life 2 universe, this would not count in any way, shape, or form. Because the Combine drained the Earth's oceans in Half-Life. And this takes place in the Half-Life universe. So that would mean that there would be much more visible landmass, which would mean, because Portal 2 takes place way after the Half-Life 2 games, so that would mean that maybe the Rebels won, maybe not NASA, Valve is showing this, or maybe they just lazed out and they didn't decide to edit it, because it does say in the credits, credit for photo of Earth, NASA. So, meaning that they didn't think of that at the time, or maybe they did. I don't know. That's for you to decide, but thank you for watching this video, and, yeah, the proton thingy that I was talking about with the portal gun and the rays of light, I did not understand it either. I just look it up on Wikipedia or something, or ask your mother or father and then get them confused, and yeah. But end of the video. Goodbye.